roadmap to strengthen the global youth agenda with regard to the UN Youth and Development Network. So just to recap, there was a letter that Icmyo sent to Ban Ki-moon proposing the idea of having a mechanism in which youth can be consulted within the UN, within the whole UN process, and that there needs to be coordination between UN agencies amongst each other with regard to the UN program of youth. And then the idea of this is also then to present the idea that Icmyo should be that mechanism in which youth can be consulted. Questions, our discussion was based largely also on questions of structure, because if we would like Icmyo to be seen as that mechanism, as the representative authority for youth to the UN, then we have to look at issues of structure. Also in terms of eligibility of NGOs to then participate in the structure, who gives which NGOs authority when we're talking about a representative voice in terms of consultation. Okay, so we focus on the language. Are we going to go through that now? Yeah, okay. Also, we were under the impression that, well, we had two challenges. Firstly, that there is a document has been prepared, but we're not going to be seeing it until Friday. That there is now the UN Youth and Development Network, but youth has not been consulted until now. So we're working on the basis of a document that we haven't seen yet, in terms of the structure of the network. And secondly, we were under the impression that the UN Youth and Development Network would be a body that was coordinating between the UN youth program on youth and Icmyo or youth representation, but it's not. This is a purely UN-based organization of UN agencies. So if some of the wording is no longer applicable, we'll have to change it. Okay. So the first point stated is that we strongly welcome the UN Youth and Development Network. Secondly, we recognize the important role of the UN Program on Youth as the coordinator of the network. And then we wanted to add in here, if you're going to refer to your document, in cooperation with international youth NGOs. So emphasizing the importance of us being there in the development process as well. Thirdly, that we request the Secretary General to ensure that the UN Program on Youth has sufficient and we specified financial and human resources and authority. So within the UN structures that there should be that this network should have authority to provide us with what we need, to coordinate the network and to strengthen the member states' work to implement the World Programme of Action for Youth, which should also always be the core of the network. Fourthly, appreciate that from the beginning, the UN Youth and Development Network was not only seen as a coordination between the UN agencies, but also between the UN and international youth NGOs. Fifthly, understand that UN international coordination has been internally focused so far, but stress the need also to focus on the involvement of youth NGOs. Sixthly, ask the UN agencies coordinating the different clusters of UN activities to involve the UN Youth and Development Network in their work on 15 priority areas. Again, we were under the impression that that would then be on behalf of youth NGOs, but the idea is no longer relevant because the idea is to include youth NGOs, not just the network and coordination of that. Seventhly, encourage the UN Program on Youth and the Icmyo Task Force to coordinate towards a memorandum of understanding between the UNPY as coordinator of the network and the organizations gathering in Icmyo. Eighthly, encourage all the UN agencies participating in the network to participate in the annual meetings of Icmyo, thus ensuring input on their work from youth-led democratic and representative youth organizations in a cost-effective manner, both for the UN and the youth NGOs. And ninthly, which remains the same, about all the UN agencies participating in the network to the 2010 Icmyo meetings, kindly hosted by the Government of Berlin and the Ministry of Cooperation with Human Rights. So again, it's basically saying that rather than being a representative body for youth, it would be that this network, which has been established, would come to the meeting, and at this meeting of Icmyo would then be able to coordinate with youth organizations and then get input from the youth. So again, it raises all these questions of what is our structure? Do we want to be a representative body for international youth organizations, and what is the criteria of those NGOs that are participating, or are we just the mechanism through which this network, which has now been developed, has the need of coordinating